Hey friends, good afternoon. It is day 4 of Vlogmas, day 2 of me actually recording. And today, I'll take you along with me. We're gonna go out, me and my partner, to Walmart to get some necessities. And I'm also just gonna be in the house doing some basic things. I'm gonna make some tomato sauce today because I have a bunch of tomatoes that were like the last harvest from my like container garden, and I don't know what else to do with them. I also have these like big boys, so we're going to make some sauce and maybe eat it tonight, maybe freeze it. I have no idea. And if my energy allows it, I will make some bread, but that's really pushing it. And then other than that, I'm going to be doing some knitting and just whatever. So we'll see how this Vlogmas turns out. Yesterday's was really short, but I'm still trying to get used to the idea of actually turning the camera on, because that's just something that I'm not used to doing. I'm very in the moment type person. So there might just be a lot of like clips with music. But we'll see. I'm gonna stop rambling and get going. I want to get this tomato sauce on the stove before we leave to go to Walmart. I'm not really looking forward to going to Walmart. I'm a Target girl, but sometimes you just have to go to Walmart. Walmeasy. You just gotta go. And maybe I'll find some like cute little, maybe I'll find a little cute something. Maybe. So I have this thing that helps me dice things relatively small. So I'm gonna try it with these tomatoes. I haven't actually used it with tomatoes before. So I'm just taking off these tops here. We're gonna compost. I'm just gonna roughly chop these, I guess. And just put them in there and see what happens. It's tomato sauce, so everything's gonna cook down, and I'm gonna blend it anyway. So you put this little lid on. I don't know if it likes these. No. It does not like those. So, failure. I'm gonna have to hand dice them all. But this just made a lot of juice, so. Dump those back out. I'm just gonna hand chop everything. Sometimes you just have to test stuff out, you know? And don't be afraid of my cutting skills. They're really bad, but it gets the job done. I can't really. We're not a chef here, you know. I'm making such a mess. Such a mess. Anyway, I'm probably going to speed this up because I have a lot of these to cut up along with the big ones. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to watch this in actual real time. Have a bit of garlic here. And let that get fragrant. I mean, it already is, but but I don't want it to burn. And I'm gonna try to use some of this, I think you pronounce this sofrito, better than bouillon. I love this stuff. I'm pretty sure it's not that great for you, but I use it anyway. And I got this one. I don't know how I feel about it. I've only used it a couple times. It's very strong. So I'm gonna put a little bit into this sauce to see how it goes. It's supposed to have fire roasted tomatoes, onions, garlic, and cilantro, which are all very good things. So, okay, I think that's good. We're gonna add my onions in. No onion left behind. Get in there. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys up a little bit. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna add in my pomodori. I hope I don't spill them everywhere. Ooh. Get in there. Good. That's a lot of tomatoes. I want you to see inside here. Let's see if I can move you up. I'm making a mess. There we go. Okay, I didn't want to give you guys like nausea by moving everything around so much. So I'm gonna add some obviously Italian seasoning. Keep it in this little jar here. And I'm gonna use sale grosso, or large, like rock salt, instead of the fine salt. And a little bit of pepper, aka pepe. For some reason, I want to put a bay leaf in here, but I don't think that's like necessary. And I'm gonna let this cook down a little bit before I add the soup base that I was showing you guys, the bouillon. I hope that I used this. I think this pot is fine. This pot feels a little small, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna check back in with you guys later after this is cooked down a little bit and let you know how it's going along with the rest of the things for today. Car vlog. So we're in the car. Well, I'm in the car. I'm waiting for my partner to get from inside the house. He's loading up the stove, the wood stove that you guys probably saw in the last episode. And then we're gonna go to Walmart. Somebody want to explain to me why Dolly Parton has a whole line and in Walmart? Like, what? This is kind of cute. But are you serious? This is kind of cool though. But I don't like Dolly Parton like that. This little ornament is so cute. I was trying to see if they had any mistletoes, but I don't see any. Look how cute these are. Look at little gingerbread man. So cute. Some guy just tried to talk to me and stressed me out. You can't do anything in Walmart anymore. Oh, look at this. They have Pops ornaments now. I should get that for my aunt. She loves this little guy. Don't feed me after midnight. So if you know me, you know I am a Peanuts girl. I love these little Christmas cards. So I'm gonna get these to send out. I didn't find any mistletoe, so I guess I'm gonna have to make one. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna look for my partner so I don't get like accosted again while I'm in here. Back home, we got some groceries, so I'm not gonna show that because it's boring. And that's really all I got. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm back inside. And it's cold. It's freezing outside. I'm not made for this at all. I can't wait for it to be summer. And then I'll complain about it being hot. But like, honestly, I can't do this like quick cold. Like what happened? It was warm, like mild, and then it got frigid. I thought before I started knitting that I would take a minute, sit down, and show you guys what I'm working on. Because you saw it in the last episode, but I didn't really get time to talk about it. I'm working on the Louvre Sweater by Petite Knit. It's been a project that I've been working on and off since October. And I'm getting so close to the finish that I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So I have one sleeve done. I bound off in the Italian bind off because like I will talk about so often. I love this bind off. I finished the bind off at the bottom, which is what I was doing yesterday at the fiber circle. And I'm very happy with how that turned out. And I'm working on sleeve number 2. I'm so excited. I am knitting this on 12-inch Licca. I always wanted to say likey, but I realized it's Licca fixed circular needles. And I love these for sleeves. This is my first time using 12 inches and not trying to cram everything on a 9-inch. And yeah, it's really great. I'm using some Shetland wool. It says Shetland Polyamide blend. I don't know the percentage because it came on this cone. I scored this cone. This was in a local free fiber library and I got 2 of these. And this was the smaller of the cone. I've obviously used it. I've used this whole cone to make this whole sweater. And I still have this much left because I'm sure I won't have to pull from it again to finish the sleeve. And I'm holding it double because if I can find the end, It is quite thin. I'm gonna say it's a fingering weight. And so I'm holding it double to get a gauge for this pattern because I do believe the Louvre is knit with a single strand of fingering and some mohair, but I'm trying to avoid all my sweaters having mohair in them. So I wanted to mix it up, and I kind of just want to be able to wear this every day because trust me, when I'm done, I will be wearing this every day, at least until I make another sweater. But I live in my Monday sweater, so I know I'm going to live in this. And I made the body a little short, just like my Monday sweater, because I don't like my sweaters to come down super low, mostly because I wear a lot of high-waisted pants, so I don't like the belt to be pushing the sweater out. But anyway, I'm rambling. That's the yarn that I'm using, and I used Chalgu needles actually to knit the whole body. I'm only using Licca for the sleeves because I don't have short enough knitting needles to go around the circumference. And another thing I wanted to share before the podcast, because I finished these already, are these hand warmers that I've been wearing. And you've seen me already in these in clips. And I really, really love these hand warmers. I used the Kelborn Woolens building blocks pattern. And it's a Mittens pattern, but I just didn't knit the top. I didn't do any decrease. I just stopped and did some 1x1 ribbing. And what makes these so special is that this is hand spun. And I will insert a clip of a close-up of these, but I spun this fiber, I believe, last year, around this time last year, as I was learning how to spin on the wheel. This was one of my earliest spins, and I'm very happy with it. The bats that I used are from a fiber artist named Keira Wiggins, and she's based in Jersey City. I hope I said that right. And she's really great. I love her fibers. This is a BFL mohair. I don't remember the percentage because, like I said, it was last year. And this is I think it's called Honey Bun. It's the name of the bats. I will link it down below what these are and if I can remember what the colors are. I've spun with her 100% merino base, and I really love that too. And I made a hat for my partner out of that yarn, but it's not done yet because he wants an eye on it, and I haven't made the eye yet to sew onto the hat. But this is my first time knitting with my own hand spun, so I'm very, very proud that it actually worked out really well, because one thing I was worried about with my hand spun was whether or not it would be good yarn to actually use, and I think it is. I accidentally made these a little big. They're a little big for me. Like you can see, like I don't like all that bunchingness, but I think what's going to be great is that I'm going to have probably a thin pair of gloves that I'll buy and layer them up, so when it gets super cold, I can have my fingers covered, but still wear these underneath. I mean, wear these on top of the gloves. So very happy about that. I'm gonna make another pair, but I'm gonna use this yarn, which is yarn that I bought last year when I was in Italy, and I never used it. I originally tried to make some hand warmers out of this yarn, but because it was a rib, it didn't look good with this. I want this yarn to show itself more. So I'm gonna do what I did with this, like modify the pattern, but I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller this time. So they're not as big. And I actually might make full mittens out of this because I have two of these, and I know I'm not gonna need two of them, but I'm gonna make them longer. I want them to come to here, and I'm gonna make them full mittens. So maybe without a thumb so that I can use my phone. But yeah, that's what I'm like thinking about, what I'm working on. And I will talk about this way more in an official podcast episode, which I might do this week. I have to see. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. So I'd have to do it maybe Friday. I don't know. I have so many things to do that I don't even know if I'm gonna have time to do a podcast, but I'm gonna really try and fit one in before the end of next week, because after that I will not be able to film a sit-down podcast because I will be getting ready to go abroad. And I can't wait to share that with you guys when that starts to really become a reality for me. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm going to post any more sit-down chitty chat moments. So I'm gonna say ciao for now. And there just might be some clips with music after this. So thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you again.
The meatballs up here. Definitely no sauce. Guarda che bella, oh, guarda che bella sta pasta. Aspetta che ti chiappo una polpetta, guarda. Guarda che bella.